Hi everyone! During this Holy Week video devotional series, we are preparing our hearts for Easter by immersing ourselves into the events and the emotions of each day leading up to the death and resurrection of Christ. Today is Thursday, the last day that Jesus was with his disciples, the day before his crucifixion and the day of the Passover meal, which is why they are in the city to begin with. According to Old Testament law, it was required that the meal was to be eaten within the city walls. So the disciples prepared a place to share this meal. Through the direction of Jesus, they came to a furnished large upper room in a house where they will hold their meal. Imagine you were there, standing on the outer edges of the room, watching what takes place next. Jesus sits with his disciples as they enjoy a feast together. One last time. But all of a sudden, Jesus starts talking about betrayal, that he is going to be betrayed by one of his closest friends, by someone in this room. You can feel the tension in the air as the accusations fly around the room. Before the tension has time to dissipate, Jesus picks up some of the unleavened bread for the Passover meal, breaks it, and says, according to Matthew 26:26, "Take and eat, this is my body." Then Jesus picked up the cup of wine and said this, "Drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the new covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I will not drink from this fruit of the vine from now until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom." As you listen to the words of Jesus, you are stunned. What does he mean, his body and his blood? New covenant? What is Jesus talking about? What is going on? The room is in confusion, but they all continue to follow the leading of Jesus. You can tell from where you are standing that the plates are empty. The meal is done. But there is one less of them at the table. Judas has left. Maybe to buy more food or run an errand? You saw Jesus tell him something, and then he was gone. After dinner, Jesus and the disciples head to the Mount of Olives, the Garden of Gethsemane, for some time alone. You follow Jesus and his disciples, but keep a bit of distance between them. Jesus walks off alone to pray. From where you are standing, you can tell that this is a prayer of one of anguish, and it actually looks like Jesus is sweating blood from the pain of his prayer. What could Jesus be praying about that is so agonizing? As Jesus walks back to his sleeping disciples, you hear something off in the distance. It sounds like clattering metal, heavy footsteps, and a murmuring crowd. Then you see the torchlight and the mob approaching. There's Judas amid the people. You watch as he walks right up to Jesus, kissing him on the cheek. And then they arrest Jesus. Take some time to read through the following accounts in Scripture as you process the betrayal of Jesus and the beginning of the end. For it is Thursday, and the king's time is up.